Let us talk about the journey of the sperms in the IVF lab. We need sperms to fertilize the eggs, period. So we only need to have sperms on the day that the eggs are getting collected. The eggs are collected on the day of ovum pickup. While the eggs are being collected, the male partner is requested to collect his semen sample. He collects it in a wide-mouthed plastic container so that the sperm sample does not leak outside or does not stick to the walls. This container is then deposited with the andrology lab, which is going to prepare the semen sample. Usually the semen, once it's collected, it becomes into a coagulum, a jelly-like stuff, which continues to be such for the next half an hour. Then it liquefies. We start working with the semen once it has become a liquid. We analyze the semen sample, try and understand what kind of a sample it is, and then process it in the lab. The process of collecting and cleaning the semen sample inside the lab takes a couple of hours. We usually then have a semen sample that has been processed and the best sperms have been identified based on the looks and the speed at which they are traveling, and these sperms are then suspended in a nutrition providing media, and then they are carried to the IVF lab to be used to fertilize the eggs, which have also been collected a couple of hours back. These sperms could be used in two ways. We could either do an IVF process where the eggs and the sperms are put together in a dish, and it is expected that the sperms will travel themselves and enter the egg to fertilize it. It's a natural method, but not always a sure method. Or we could actually inject these sperms directly into the eggs with a process which is known as ICSI or ICSI. If an ICSI or ICSI is proposed, then these sperms have to be picked up. The way we do this picking up is we first immobile, and then they can be easily sucked into micro-injector pipettes. These sperms are then injected directly into the egg, and then these eggs are kept in the incubator to be observed tomorrow whether they have actually gotten fertilized. This is the vanilla cycle that we talked about. Sometimes we work on these sperms further. We use techniques which are known as MAX or microfluidics. There are essentially methods to super select your sperms. Possibly we want better looking, faster moving sperms. We want to prevent miscarriages. How do we do this? We do it by super selecting our sperms by using specialized techniques such as microfluidics. We also have other methods of using these sperms to fertilize the eggs other than the regular ICSI that I talked about. We could do what is known as IMSI. In IMSI method, the sperms are magnified much more than a standard ICSI method. Something like 7,000 magnification is possible with the optics that we have currently. With such high magnification, you can look inside the sperm, look at the organal, suborganal level of damage also, and identify the right looking sperms to be injected into the eggs. It's a tedious process, takes a lot of time, and we want to use it only for indicated cases. So all put together, this is what happens to your sperms once they have been collected by you in the containers. We process it, we select our sperms, and then we put these sperms along with eggs or fertilize these eggs with the process of ICSI to form embryos, which will then be put back to your partner's wombs.